All right, the last piece of coding that we're going to do for this club controller script is fill out our update methods. Let's go ahead and open that script back. So we're going to find that empty void update somewhere in our script. Could move around depending on where we've put some of our other code, but we're looking for this void update method. And what we're going to do is add a couple conditionals here to determine or run code based on some input we provide. So we're going to actually swing and turn our club based on the input that we used with our mouse or trackpad. So what we're going to do is say if input.get mouse button. So this is saying if we are holding a mouse button down, we want to run the code in this conditional. And we're going to say button 0, which is our left mouse button. So if we're holding down our left mouse button, then we want to swing our club. It's going to allow us to swing it back and forth. We need to do basically the same thing. We're going to add another conditional and say if input.get mouse button, but this time button 1, which is right click, we're going to turn our club. So this input class here basically just allows us to check what inputs we're getting from our hardware. We've used it a couple times in some other methods here, but in this case, it's specifically trying to get this mouse button. So once you've got your update method filled out this way, go ahead and save your script. So go ahead and open your project back up. And we're going to find our club prefab. So we're going to go to the club or the prefabs folder. We're going to find the clubs folder, and we're going to need to do this for each of our 3 clubs. So we're going to start with the blue club. And what we want to do is set our swing modifier to 5, which it already is, so that's perfect. We want to set our ball prefab to the appropriately colored ball prefab. So if we look on the left here, we can actually go directly to our golf balls prefabs folder. You can also just find that in the prefabs folder here. And if you happen to accidentally select something else, you can just select your blue club again, and it'll come back up. And we're going to slot in, because this is the blue club, we're going to slot in the ball_blue object there, just like that. We want to set my club to our club_blue, and then we're going to set our cam trans to that camera trans object up there. So we put in our ball prefab, our blue, or our club transform, and our camera transform. We're going to do that again for all 3 of our clubs. So we're just going to go right back to that clubs prefab folder and open up the green club. We go to our golf balls, grab that, drop the ball green into our ball prefab, cam trans into our camera trans field there, and then the club green into my club. And then lastly, the red club, we're going to do the same thing. My club gets the club red, camera trans gets our camera trans, and then ball prefab gets that red ball. Once you've got all of that set up, go ahead and save your scene.